When did you realize you weren't a child anymore? When being ill became an annoyance. As a kid, you get pampered by your parents and get to stay home from school. As an adult, the responsibilities you have don't magically go away anymore, so you're both miserable and stressed out. For almost 18 years, it was you have to go to school, I don't care if you're sick. For 2 more years it was sick day? I need a doctor's note, and you lose your bonus. No note and you're fired. I start university and I can skip a class if I'm sick. I worked at the school and it was if you're sick, stay home so you don't get us sick. I'm hoping that I can level it up again till you seem tired, just take Friday off. When I realized that it costs money just to exist. I had recently moved into my first apartment and just loaded up on groceries at the store. Checked the mail when I got home and discovered my first water and electric bills. I remember thinking it is going to cost me money to exist for the rest of my life. When I had financial freedom from my parents, and began to struggle. That shit hits you like a brick wall. I thought I was independent when I was in college. I worked damn near full-time all the way through school, had plenty of disposable income. When I got my first job and the lifeline was truly cut, it hit me like an uppercut to the chin. Car insurance, groceries, rent that isn't for a shitty college apartment. It wasn't easy for the first couple years. Why the duck did I work this hard for a job that offers health insurance when I still have to pay so much fucking money for health insurance? If it makes you feel any better, I've worked for health insurance companies, and they still offer expensive, shit coverage. Cheers. When a little girl walked past me and said to her mother, "I like that lady's scarf." "L lady?" Oof. I was working at Starbucks and a mother said to her little daughter, "Give the man the change." #X200B, I'm not a man, I'm at best a dude. This is no dude. You are a dude. This is a man. A handsome, muscular man. When I asked for a Swiffer wet jet as a birthday present. You know you're getting old when the candles cost more than the cake. Oh, you don't put 2 or more matches on the cake and try to make Roman numbers? When an adult tried to make small talk about the weather with me. I realized I was an adult when I caught myself making small talk about the weather. At around my 4th year of college, I realized how much I like meteorology. I am that dude who likes talking about the weather. Sorry, see. 27 and still not sure. 32 and still a kid. Now, kids, your uncle is building a fort for himself out of cushions. Maybe he'll let you in if you ask. I know some 50-year-olds that are still kids. I am 54 and hide my still being a child behind the fact that I have 2 daughters aged 4 and 9, so I get to build enormous Lego towers, and watch lots of cartoons and eat ice cream, which is cool. Nice. Teresa, difference between growing old and growing up. Also, maturing and growing up doesn't have to stop you from letting your inner child out once in a while. Dropped my keys in a grocery store and a little girl scurried over before I could pick them up. She looked proud as punch for saving me from picking something up that was way down there on the floor. I wanted to hug her and smack her at the same time. It's official, I'm old now, frown. Nope, old is when you drop something and look around to see if you can pick anything else up while you are down there. You have a ways to go yet. Old is where you're looking for things to brace yourself on to get down and back up. I had graduated university, had a place of my own and a job, and was out doing some shopping. It occurred to me that I could and probably should just go ahead and buy some beer and some cookies, not for any kind of event or occasion, but just so I have them in stock at home. I wasn't planning to go home and drink 10 beers and eat a bag of cookies. I didn't even want either of them that day. I was just living a normal life and thought it would be good to have that stuff in stock. This is so true. Just keeping a few bottles of wine at home, even though you probably won't drink them in the next few days and don't crave to either, but just get them to avoid hassle. I remember it clearly. I had just moved into my first apartment 1,000 miles from my hometown alone. Got everything moved in and set up, didn't have much then, a bed, a TV, a couch, that was pretty much it. I had a rough day at work, lots of complaining customers and let me to talk to your supervisor moments, and I was exhausted and emotionally drained. I opened the door to my apartment and there was silence. No noise from siblings, no parents sitting on the couch watching TV, no friends waiting to hang out. Just the oppressing silence of an empty apartment with nothing on the walls. The kind of silence that echoes when you sigh. I stood in my doorway and had the realization that I'm alone in a big city with no support system, friends, or family to help me if things don't work out. It was a lot to take in all at once. Edit, wow, rip my inbox. Thank you for the gold kind strangers. Edit 2, platinum. You all are far too kind. 3 also, for anyone wondering how I'm doing now, I'm doing great. I'm well into my 30s now and have built up support systems of friends and loved ones. Life is pretty great. It's had its up and its down, so many downs, but overall I'm happy where I'm at. My walls are filled with paintings and photos, my home is filled with love now. 3. I completely understand. I dreaded the annoying noises when I lived with family, but it's noticeably gone and missed once you move out. My car stopped working and I had a friend come, but all I truly wanted was for both my parents to come get me. My grandfather came and spent 2 hours out of his day to get my car running perfect again. Never felt more grateful for my family in my life. TBH, I keep having such moments. I mean, I'm all grown up, married and mom of 3 kids, but from time to time something comes along reminding me I'm not a kid anymore. And not just the big ones like buying our first house or a new car, but simple things like making my son's breakfast, and realizing now I'm the big one, or going grocery shopping and being able to buy whatever I want, and then not doing so because it's the adult thing to do. Edit, I'm a mom smile. Edit 2, thank you for the gold kind stranger. I got the flu and vomited all over my room. I knew I was no longer a child when I was also the one to clean it despite feeling like hell. Edit, thanks for the silver kind stranger. Look at my comment, all shiny. Edit 2, also I am really enjoying all the vomit stories coming straight to my replies box. Keep them coming. They range from sweet to hilarious. This reminds me of when I was young. I felt like crap, grabbed a trash can, and went to my parents' room to tell them I was sick. Almost immediately I vomited into the can and they sprung out of bed like the house was on fire. The second they realized I puked into a bin, they told me to flush it down the toilet and got back in bed. One time, my toddler vomited while standing in his crib. I managed to catch every drop in my hands. Proudest moment ever. My dad saved my Easter dress while we were in the car when I was probably 3 or 4. He couldn't pull the car over fast enough and caught my vomit in one hand. After hearing that story, I realized I will never love anything enough to do that, and I do not want kids. When I realized that I'm going bald already. At least I have no problem growing a non-patchy beard, so I became the typical bald guy with a beard. Edit, fixed patch beard to patchy beard. I'm bald and a patchy beard, so I gotta rock the goatee. Oh, so you're the one who knocks. You're goddamn right. When I realized I could eat Nutella for dinner and no one would say a word. The best part about being an adult is you can eat an entire jar of Nutella and nobody can stop you. The worst part about being an adult is you can eat an entire jar of Nutella and nobody is there to stop you. And no one will rub your tummy because you feel sick from eating too much Nutella. When I moved my bed to the middle of the room, instead of the corner. I still miss folding myself into the crack by the wall frown. My bed is still in the corner and I'm 35. It maximizes the space in the room. One day I woke up and I was married and had a mortgage. Not sure when all that happened. In the middle of the night, apparently. Mortgage fairy, probably. They take your teeth and leave you a mortgage.